everybody, Amelia here, and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. Last episode, we cleared out, I don't know why I keep doing that. The last of the bandit camps. Simply because I didn't want the story to end, and I feel like we're getting close. I really do. So, that's what we did. And we got the chance to fight Nil. And I decided not to. Because that was... I don't know, maybe I should have and killed him. But at the same time, it was like, nah, I'd rather he stayed alive. So that was that decision. I can always choose to kill him later. On a second playthrough or something. That might be what I do. Second playthrough. I'll get him. So, I believe we are close to the end of the game. There's just a little bit left now to do. The Looming Shadow. So, I think that's pretty much all of it. So, the only things that I've left undone are basically the corrupted zones and the hunting lodges. And that's probably going to be something that I do after the game is done. I'll load it back up and play those again. I'm sure there's some reason to do it. But without further ado, let's go. Let's hurtle towards the end. It's only been 2 years in the making. Oh yeah.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on.
You're just a regular one. Which one are you?
Yes. I remember you. Did you find the vessels I seek?
Oh yeah.
I will leave you to the hunt. Yes. You look capable. You might do. Come here if you will.
I've got all the best goods here.
Okay, that's him. Where are the other two?
Goods, they're necessities.
Oh, hello. This is a home. I am in the wrong place. I'm sure it's a home I've been in before, too. No stone unturned and all that. Hunter Big Game Box. Okay. Hunter Small Game Box. Okay. Tiny Meat. I sold my tiny meat. Whatever. Oh, hello. I'll take you. Ooh. Stranded figure, stranded shackles, stranded necklace. I'll take you. I'll take you. I can't take you. I'll take you. I'll take you. Sure. 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 Missing a basket. Sure. Out of stock. Oh, sure. 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 Yeah, why not? Silence is lance. This melee weapon has a quick light attack, slower heavy attack, and the ability to override unlocked machines. Oh! So when we took his lance, it upgraded ours. Nice. Let's see what those boxes are. So those are all machine core, okay. Okay. Weapon coil, okay. Modification box. Warm socks. Blue Gleam Special. tiny meat. Modification satchels. Oh. Blue gleam. A precious blue tinted crystal valuable to merchants. Huh. Nuke artifact mother. Uh-huh. Those are the last of the metal flowers. Okay. Got it. Oh, that is pretty. And he had them. What an odd thing to have on your person. Warm socks. This rare item of the ancients offers good value when sold to merchants. That's it? I can sell it for 100 shards? Guys, what am I doing? Eclectic collectibles, artifact collectibles, vessel collectibles.
We can take it up with air.
Alright. Let's see.
What I have for sale, I promise.
What else? Shellwalker heart. That's why I don't have a dirty. And I already had these. I just used them. But I have a feeling I'm not going to really need.
Back
whatever
from
he
the
has.
wilds. Find any Banuk relics? You
Trade.
ready? Let's trade then.
Kantara's reward box 3.
Come on back if you find any Banuk goods. Excuse me, Outlander? I'm looking for Banuk artifact.
Pretty sure you just found it.
Only the finest goods here. See for yourself.
No, I'm pretty sure I have to go around this way. This place is so confusing. Nope, I can't go this way. Okay. Never mind then. Okay. I don't think I ever talked to you. Oh. So I need a snap maw. Do I need a snap maw lens? I have 5. Shellwalker heart was one I needed. But I'm full. Charger heart. And I never get that. Snap maw heart. Bellowback heart. And then you were the one for the machine flowers.
Ah, you're back. Did you bring me something lovely? Ah, let us haggle over this beautiful bounty.
I don't really think there's much haggling to be done.
Till we meet again, my noble Nora. Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
He's a very gentle sort, isn't he? Alright. More modification boxes. Gull. Weapon, coil. Okay. Weapon, coil. And more modification boxes. I should sell some
Hello
things.
again. I am always happy to trade with...
Yeah. Let's see. Green. Sell that. Green. 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 Yep. Go. Go. You can go too. 43%. Go. 16%, 11%. So many shock. Go, 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 go. Yep. Take it all. 41%. Go on. And then 27% damage. Okay.
I look forward to... Let's have a chat. No, a colorful discussion.
Okay. That's the one way to say it. Alright. Okay. How's it look now? 24% ooh, spear damage coil. But I don't think I can modify his spear. No, it's not even available. What's the point? What's the point of it then? It was always going to leave me. All right. Don't know that I need that anymore. That's it. Okay. Resist shock. Resist fire. Don't even really think it matters. What do I have on right now? Shield Weaver. Right. Right. I can't modify that anyway. And I can't modify this. Then what is the point of the spear damage modifier? What's the point? Like, these are damage. There's another spear damage. I'm very confused. Maybe it gets upgraded again?
Became Sunhawk of the Lodge. But at least I'll get to honor them.
No, it's not. I like how it literally, like, the world moves around you. Things that happen in the game are talked about. I like that. Talk to Sun King Avad.
Place in the order of things.
For that, let's just make sure we are all good to go. There's that. What about, I know I'm spending a lot of time in here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Might as well get as much of this as I can. Ooh, I've used a lot of antidote. Okay.
Probably going to
I
need
had
it.
just enough.
There's a guard on the left.
Does he just sit up here? Here we go.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat.
It looks like no.
Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Ooh, talk to Blameless Maraude. Okay. I really like this armor. Oh, it's so cool.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy.
Smart
And do
man.
keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The
That's what we
Oseram
call 'em.
cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise,
Seriously?
I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Rest before the final battle. Visit both descent sites. Review preparations at the ridge. Review preparations at the Spire. Ooh! Another one repaired! Yay. Last time I visited Prime was November of last year. Months since have been a blur. Flew out last night to oversee installation of the central armature and master override. You're welcome, Ted. Which was completed by 0430. So I decided to grab a few hours of sleep here before heading back to ZD. Called Gaia before I bedded down, ostensibly to update on the site plan. But the truth is, I missed her. I've developed a habit of speaking to her before I sleep. Seems to be the only thing that calms me these days. Woke to a message from Oswald. The Odyssey launched yesterday. So terrestrial life's chance of survival has doubled. Why then do I feel so uneasy? I just keep wondering what kind of world Far Zenith will create if the ship reaches a destination so many decades from now. And I worry about that alpha build of Apollo. So much knowledge, so few restraints, and no failsafes. How will they avoid repeating our mistakes? What's to stop them from playing God? Forwarded the Odyssey message to the Alphas. Nyota replied in less than a minute. With a poem, of course, The Building of the Ship by Longfellow. And it's long, alright. I didn't read all of it, but it seems to be about launching a ship rather than building one. This stanza, or couplet or whatever, leapt out at me. Humanity with all its fears, with all its hopes of future years, is hanging breathless on thy fate. Yeah, Odyssey and Zero Dawn both. Speaking of which, I should get back to ZD. Guess I should stop by Nyoto's lab and check on Demeter's progress too. If I can get out of there without a volume of Tennyson pressed into my hands, I'll count myself lucky. Till next time. And I worry about that alpha build of Apollo. So much knowledge, so few restraints, and no fail-safes. Did she write it in, and then Ted took advantage? I know that Ted talked her into a fail-safe to override Gaia, but is that the same thing? It can't be, because Gaia obviously resurrected the world. No, I'm not gonna rest just yet. I want to visit the defense sites. Not that I know where they are. Okay, so that is rest. That is review preparations at the ridge. And that's the spire. Okay. State. Well, let's go!
Get out of the streets. The enemy is here.
Ooh, are you anything I can go up? No. I think I've tried this before. Ooh, another one! Wait, no, it's the same one. Huh? Okay.
A moment of your
odd.
time, Outlander?
We've already done business. It's really weird. Why did it tell me twice? Oh, sorry.
Buy what you need, leave the rest.
Okay. Okay. Better be going the right way. Oh, I forgot this thing takes forever. Ah. Oh my god, it went all the way down and now it has to go all the way back up. Who decided this was a good idea? Oh, not so bad. Very cool. Look at all this metalwork. That's very pretty. It's kind of amazing how they've flourished so much, but the Nora stayed so tribal-like in contrast. And then the Banur, they are definitely different. We never saw, like, the Meridian home, though, did we?
Won't cost you a shard just to look.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go this way.
Hard every day. Sleep like a rock every night.
Let's go. Man, all the things I've missed.
Have you just polished that armor with it?
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
What?
Nothing.
Out with it, woman.
Forget I said anything. You look very dignified.
Thank you.
And shiny. Very shiny.
Oh, these are some of my guys. Oh, Tab's alive! Hello,
Emily.
Tab.
I told you I'd be here.
You
You
did,
did?
Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly,
never
if
saw
I
him.
fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry. I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
There are no shadows over the basin.
Here we go. Ooh, another one. Halloween. Travis came by trick-or-treating, dressed up like me. Should have seen that coming. I gave him a half-eaten packet of dandy wafers as a treat and kicked him out. But not before he invited me to some kind of Italian horror extravaganza he organized for ZD staff. Seriously, I said there isn't enough horror in the world already. Anyway, I was already scheduled to fly out here to G Prime for final inspections with Harris and the President's delegation. Ted was here too, and it was not looking good. Kept fidgeting and couldn't seem to look me in the face without blinking. I was relieved when he boarded his vert and flew back to Thebes. Ugh. Though I guess I shouldn't complain. If he wants to build himself a deluxe shelter to ride out the apocalypse, let him. Keeps him out of Elysium and away from me. Kept fidgeting and couldn't seem to look me in the face without blinking. Wonder if even then he was thinking about Apollo. Harris stuck around long enough to give me a detailed briefing on the strategic situation. Basically, we've entered the terminal phase. As though the color of the sky when I was flying over here wasn't clue enough. Another 2 or 3 weeks and the atmosphere won't be breathable. The last vestiges of European and West African civ brigades are trapped with their backs against the Atlantic. The swarm that scuttled across Antarctica is crossing the Straits of Magellan, about to start its death crawl up South America towards the Amazon. All the world we did to reconstitute the rainforest, and it comes to this. And advanced elements of the Pacific swarms are already skirmishing with units on the Kalmar seawall. The noose is tightening. Projections show we can still finish in time, but the margin of error is plus or minus 10 days. Not a good spread. If the plague breaks through ahead of schedule, well, it just can't. I will not let that happen. Enough writing, I need to get back to Zero Dawn.
Prince Edelman escaped sunfall. Praise the Sun King for saving you.
Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little Huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
How is she gonna fight in that getup?
Aloy?
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine.
She's right, it is shiny.
You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier, but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the low gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but... what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road, Vanasha. She delights in goading me. Like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it.
Aw, that's cute.
Meridian shall stand and shadows shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
That was like the cutest grin. Okay. Talk to Elita.
Elita, I'm pleased to see you, but what are you doing here?
I'm helping prepare for the battle. If Atral were here, we would have fought together. I know it. So I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting herbs. Anything that makes a difference. I can't take his place. Nothing can take his place. But I'm here for him. For both of us.
I understand.
Oh, she was the
what it
Romeo and
was he saw in
Juliet.
you.
He'll always be
Quest.
with me. Sun and shadow still meet for a moment. Every dawn and dusk. I should give you this.
That was
To help
oddly
in the
poetic.
battle. By the sun, I hope you don't need it.
Thank you, Elita. Be safe.
Letting the Asaram take Derval? They'll give him a rap on the knuckles.
What are you
and let
giving
him
me?
go.
Hello? You giving me something? Really is everybody here? I don't recognize you
Geneva.
though.
They called you back to duty.
So, you're the one behind all this commotion. Who made Sun King Avad finally show his sword arm from behind those robes?
A king can be fierce and fair, Geneva. He's a good man.
A smart man, too. He had Murad offer all my prisoners a royal pardon if they'd fight for Meridian. The whole motley lot of them agreed. Didn't take much convincing.
With your kind of convincing, I don't doubt it.
Ha! This time I went easy on them. Those who commit the crime of attacking Meridian, they'll see less of my lenient side.
Oh, she was the prison
May
master.
the sun blaze at your back, Aloy.
It's like I recognize
How
her.
many
But...
men do you think you'll kill in the battle, Uthid?
As many as I have to.
I love it when you
Nakoa.
say things like that. It's so
What?
cheerful.
I love this too.
Nakoa, you came to fight.
How could I not? During the Red Raid, there was only one Karja butcher the Nora feared more than Zaid.
Helis.
I would stand against any army he leads, no matter how strong. For the Nora he terrorized, for myself, and for my father.
We'll stop him. You have my word.
Your word means a lot, especially now. Because of you, I hear the sacred land is opened. If we win, I can go home.
Oh, she
It
was
would be good to see
Lenora.
Jan again. I'm with you, Aloy. Until the end.
So like
Isn't that
every side quest
from
we
the Battle of
did,
Dawn?
the people are here. Nil is here. See? I knew I was better not to kill him.
Aloy. They told me your name. I said hair like a splash of blood, tenacious as a scrapper's jaws. I've thought about what you said. Every time, the wound you gave me caught on my ribs.
But I didn't wound you.
Not by metal. Still, I forgive. A duel is such a fleeting joy. If one of us had ended the other, we'd have missed all this. The weight before blood is shed, like the scrape of a blade across your teeth.
Nil, you're making it difficult to be glad to see you. But you're needed. The battle will be hard.
Hard? I was assured the odds would be near impossible.
And you signed up anyway?
Impossible odds, fine company, killing without consequence. How could I resist?
I'm about to say that sounds exactly like him. Petra!
Petra! Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
Are there that
happens
many?
to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murad asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Ostrom, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring Forges, so I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The target should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did.
Oh my goodness, those things are heavy. Did they mean that target?
It hits nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow.
I didn't realize I was. I can't. I'm not getting it. Okay. Oh, oops. Here, let me put it back on the table. No, come on. Nope, it will not go on the table. Okay. I also can't talk to Petra anymore. So that's a lot of people. So pretty much any side quest I did, they're showing up. That's so cool.
I like the way you grip it.
Oh, good lord. I think they're my favorite. For sure. Okay, well then we'll move on to the next. Oh, that is water. We don't need to travel in the water.
We're letting the Oseram decide what to do with him? But he tried to kill our son.
I've already got that one. Why is it telling me? I think there's a bug. Not a bad one, obviously, since it's not the end of the world. It's not like I'm not getting them, but why are you telling me twice? Ooh. Up there. Okay. Have I ever actually been up the Sunspire? I don't think I have. I'm going the wrong way. Oh, something didn't seem right. Trust me. Oh boy. You have got to start being faster. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been here. I don't recognize it. Have I really never visited the Sunspire?
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army? Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait.
I kind of remember, but I kind of don't. Like, I remember the mission, but I don't remember her. She sounds like a great female counterpoint to Nil. Enjoyment of death and killing. Maybe I should have done the corruption zones. But that wasn't really a side quest or anything. Or even an errand. Hello. Talana!
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Leave the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
I like this. This is nice. Getting to talk to all the people. I imagine there's nothing else. Nobody else. Yeah, around here. It's just up. Up we go. It's just very cool. This is clearly made by the Karja, but how they managed to carve it out of... Very cool. Oh, I have so many people.
It rises taller
Oh,
than the
it's
highest
going
tree.
dark.
These Karja in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
Quiet now. She comes.
The Anointed.
I would rather you didn't... Seems like I'm always stopping conversations.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
Good gracious. I don't think it's that bad.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called anointed either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
Just got the boys dropping like flies.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Karja. Karja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Karja, how tough can they be?
Yeah, they're best guys just like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
And let's not get cocky, boys. Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
Well, that's big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit him like a hammer till he can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Erend.
He sounds scared.
Well, only if we win.
There's so much stuff. Well, not stuff, but place. There's so much place.
I hope we fight soon.
My armor's getting itchy. Last one. Such a close thing. It's been, what, 43 hours since Harris warned me? Said collapse of the eastern line was imminent, swarms launching some kind of pincer maneuver versus the Wichita salient. 5 or 6 days more, and I think Gaia could have launched without her help. I really do. We had to scramble. ZD became a madhouse. Absolute bedlam, every team rushing to stabilize code and lock it down as Gammas got evacuated, then Betas. Once Gaia was on her way, I gathered the Alphas together to give them the bad news. It felt like I was going to throw up. But they already knew, of course. They knew the work wasn't really finished. Close, but not quite there. Still tests to run, kinks to smooth, work to do. So they accepted it. No Elysium for us. We'll spend the rest of our lives here, testing and polishing each subordinate function to perfection. Guess that's what you get when you recruit a bunch of obsessive perfectionists. Managed not to cry until I got back to my office. So here we are, setting up Gaia Prime. And yeah, such a close thing. It makes me feel nauseated all over again when I contemplate how the fate of life could hinge on coincidence. If I'd never proposed the Lightkeeper Protocol, there never would have been living spaces constructed here. If I'd abandoned the protocol sooner, the necessary life support systems never would have been installed. If. At least we won't have to endure the creepiness of raising this and training clones of ourselves. Ugh. At least we won't have to endure the creepiness of raising and training clones of ourselves. The genetic material was never processed out of the cradle sites, so it's not even possible. For which I'm glad. I really, really wouldn't want to spend time around a young Travis Tate raised by Travis Tate. I don't know. It'd make for an interesting life. No, it'll be up to us to perfect Gaia. 1 generation only. Update. That was General Harris. The sailing has collapsed. USRC expects to be overrun in 2 days, which gives us 72 hours at best to lock down and seal up. Buried alive, for life's sake. I'll go tell the others. So that's how it happened. Oh, man. But what about this one? Will you repair eventually?
My armor's getting
I hope so.
itchy.
Is that all of them?
O great sun, how does your gaze fall? In approval or approach? Turn our heads with your daily pilgrimage, from the east where we came, to the west where only you may go. You grant cold metal the warmth of life, and let the machines bask in your great shining. For you, the shadows shrink and part and gather again only at your allowance without form. Your eyes, the day, your ears, the priests, your lips, the radiant Sun King, as there was before and will be again, your light.
Oh, he was the priest!
Naman, I should have known if there was going to be a Sun Priest here, it would be you.
And if the Sun King had allowed Outlanders to set foot upon the Alight, this Aloy could only be you. I wish the circumstances were different, or that the Psalms of the Sun could give you peace of mind. But if you'll allow me one pontification...
Go ahead.
You've shown strength and compassion. Our enemy's only a desperate hate. Both sides claim the blessing of the sun, but the sun that I pray to, it would bestow it upon yours.
You know, Naman, I'm already under some pretty heavy divine pressure, but I'll try to live up to it.
The tribes united against Shadow. How could that not be the sun's will?
Because it's a big ball of gas. I realize you don't actually understand that, but that's what it is. So much area just all around. Huh? Why not? Fun. So this is the spire. Huh. How do I get up there? Curious. There we go. Surely I've not seen them all. Oh, that's cool. Man, talk about detail. That is some detail. This feels very wasteful.
Check your gear twice. Then once more to the left.
Okay, so I can go up here. Will anybody be up here? Did I get them all? Talk to them all? I don't even remember who all of them are.
What do they want with that spire thing, anyway?
Scrabbling a bit.
I guess that's it? Rest before the final battle? Did I really... I feel like I did more than just those people, but I couldn't remember if I wanted to. So is it a case that I just haven't found them all, or... But I guess that's it. And that's just back the way we came. But I'm just gonna fast travel there. I keep doing that. Don't know why I keep doing that. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Let's go rest. Actually, what's going to happen is I'm going to go there and end this episode. And in the next one, we will start back up and begin what I think is one of the last missions of the story. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have been enjoying. I cannot believe after 2 years I'm finally about to finish this game. Or, even if I'm not about to finish it, I'm close. I'm so close. And I can't wait to get there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Or possibly the ending. See you then.